Hey, you guys, it is good to see you here today. We are going to jump right in to Job chapter 32. As I mentioned, this is going to be Elihu's first response, so we have not heard from him yet. We heard from Job's other friends, Eliphaz, Zophar, and Bildad, but Elihu is the youngest of them. So, first, he's going to address Job's friends. So, let's get started. Grab your Bibles, Job chapter 32. Verse 1. Job's three friends refused to reply further to him because he kept insisting on his innocence. Then Elihu, son of Barachel the Buzite, of the clan of Ram, became angry. He was angry because Job refused to admit that he had sinned and that God was right in punishing him. He was also angry with Job's three friends, for they made God appear to be wrong by their inability to answer Job's arguments. Elihu had waited for the others to speak to Job because they were older than he. But when he saw that they had no further reply, he spoke out angrily. Elihu, son of Barachel the Buzite, said, I am young and you are old, so I held back from telling you what I think. I thought those who are older should speak, for wisdom comes with age. But there is a spirit within people, the breath of the Almighty within them, that makes them intelligent. Sometimes the elders are not wise. Sometimes the aged do not understand justice. So listen to me, and let me tell you what I think. I have waited all this time listening very carefully to your arguments, listening to you grope for words. I have listened, but not one of you has refuted Job or answered his arguments. And don't tell me he is too wise for us, only God can convince him. If Job had been arguing with me, I would not answer with your kind of logic. You sit there baffled with nothing more to say. Should I continue to wait now that you are silent? Must I also remain silent? No, I will say my piece. I will speak my mind, for I am full of pent-up words, and the spirit within me urges me on. I am like a cask of wine without a vent, like a new wineskin ready to burst. I must speak to find relief. So let me give my answers. I won't play favorites or try to flatter anyone. For if I try flattery, my Creator would soon destroy me. So we need to remember one thing here. Elihu says in verse 8, but there is a spirit within people, the breath of the Almighty within them, that makes them intelligent. So no matter whether you're young or old, it's the breath of the Almighty within you that gives you intelligence. And we heard previously that in Proverbs, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. So all wisdom comes from the Lord alone. And we have to remember that. Now, I do want to point out here where he says there's a note here for verses 6 through 20. And it says, there will always be people who think they have all the answers. They will give us reasons for our actions and will think that wisdom has been given to them alone. Elihu was not that way. He carefully listened to all the arguments and weighed each person's words before he spoke. We need to follow Elihu's example and carefully weigh our words before we try to tell someone what to do or how to think about something. So I hope that encourages you today. I will see you guys tomorrow for Job chapter 33. Bye.